Hey y'all, step one to mastering your own quick weaves is definitely mastering your own braid down, making sure it's nice, neat, and flat for that professional flat-headed look. Hitting my scalp with some oil. Now I'm using this protective shield with this brush. Y'all, I literally will not do any quick weave without this stuff. This makes sure that when it's time to take out, it's nice and easy, and I'm not ripping none of my natural hair, y'all, because we are a team natural, team save the edges over here, okay? Making sure to get all that all in the back of the nape, my baby hairs, and also precision parting. Making sure not to get any of that on my actual leave out. If I do, it literally comes off with just water. And I'm making sure to use multiple coats and drying completely dry in between each coat. I did about 3 coats here before I put on the stocking cap. This is a black wig stocking cap. I always use black because my hair is black, with some Salon Pro. Putting that on, pulling it real taut like, not tight but taut, and going back in with some more of that protective shield, and really just, you can see it now just coming together, me carving out my outline. Like that. If it was new, it won't be like that. Using some Got2b glue as another extra hold of extra just protection. Like I said, we want to make sure we keep all our edges, any adult hairs, we don't want any hair being ripped out, okay? And completely drying in between each coat, because if you don't, then your tracks are not going to stick down and they're going to lift up. So this was the hair that I ended up getting. I haven't had pack hair and did a quick weave with synthetic hair in a long time, maybe since like freshman year. But this was honestly the best synthetic hair like I've ever felt or touched in my life, okay? Definitely going back to get more curl patterns. But it was super long, so towards the end I did not keep any of this length. But now we're going into the gluing, and I measure and cut while also doubling up the tracks. As you can see, I doubled up the tracks, putting glue, a generous amount. Now this is me showing you where I laid my first track. My first track is actually laid underneath my braids, okay? That's exactly why I put that protective shield so far down, to protect my back edges, my neck edges, and then hitting it with some Pump It Up for extra tackiness, and then spraying that first layer completely dry with warm, not hot air, warm air, because it's in synthetic hair and I don't want to burn any hair off. Using my fingers as a guide, doubling up the wefts, making sure that they're not on top of each other, bunching up, and pressing that down, hitting with my Pump It Up while drying that second layer. And this was that first bundle, the 28 inches. And any pieces I see lift up, I just literally tack it down again, and that's the end of that. Now going into my second bundle and continuing to double up the wefts, applying glue, and using my finger as a guide. And this time bringing it kind of like towards where my edges are, which is why I put a lot of that protective shield on my edges. A lot. Because we want to keep those.
I'm the shit. Everyone feel like this tonight.
So now I'm just evening out my sides as I get towards the top because we want it super flat. I mean, we want it flat kind of like throughout the head, but up at the top is really where it matters. And now this is me showing you guys how much I have left. And now I'm on my third bundle. And with this bundle, I'm going to be doing single tracks, keeping them really close together for fullness. So stacking them right on top of each other because they're single and not double weft. And just continuing the process.
What I think about you, share my world. Let you know that you don't have to go. Don't wonder no more what I think about you. It's something that you want, you should make me your girl.
So this is all 3 bundles in my head right now, and it looks so good, but y'all, it was so heavy and just so much hair, and it was just so bulky and so thick, and it looked hot. It looked like I was gonna be burning up and sweating bullets. Okay, so I take an eyebrow razor, go underneath. That rubber band is just there to let me know where the hair got bulky at, so that's where I focused more. And that was my first go at shedding, and now I'm doing the other side, and you can just see that hair just falling off. Okay, y'all, so this part always gets me since the first time I've ever done my own quick weave. Something about just cutting it is like a sigh of relief. It feels like relief, but it's also like the most anticipated part, because it's like, what if it just all comes off like a helmet and I did all this work for no reason? And if anybody's wondering, this took me about 2 hours to do, only because I was trying to film and record and do all that other stuff. Usually it probably would take me like an hour, but now I'm getting some bio silk, running that through my natural hair so I can get that to match the synthetic weave's texture and shine.
Shout it, I be over there. I be hitting all the spots that you ain't even know is there. And you don't even have to ask twice. You can have my heart or we can share it like the last.
And here we are, done. And as y'all can see, yes, this is the same exact hair, but I cut a lot of it because that length was making me uncomfortable. But y'all see the bounce, and I also added some layers. Go check the TikTok out if y'all want to see how I did the layers. But honestly, it looks so good. Tell me this isn't human hair. Yes, bounce, shake, fluff. It looks so good.